Hello, YouTube fam. How y'all doing? It's your Uncle Tim. This is Uncle Tim Rants and Reviews, a channel that I ran in a review. A lot of you all been asking me what's going on with Hasbro. Hasbro is in trouble. Hasbro stock price is not what it used to be. There's been a list of failures as far as with action figures and things like that. Dungeons and Dragons, Indiana Jones, starting lineup, just to name a few, man. So right now you got to think about it. They've been taking loss after loss after loss. Now they're partnering with Mattel to do some things with them and partnering with McFarlane to reimagine part of their toy lines, man. They want to make sure that this company doesn't fail. It's in the process of damn near restructuring. And restructuring almost comes before they do bankruptcy. Laid off 20% of their workforce. I don't know. And again, do not quote me on this. Saying that they're, going bankrupt and things like that. But people are not buying toys like they used to. A lot of this stuff is not aimed at collectors anymore. When I say not aimed, the way I say this is when you sell into an adult collector, you got to have your shit in order, right? You got to have your stuff ready to go. You got to have it ready to be shipped. You got to have it ready to go. All these HasLabs that they've been doing that a lot of people haven't been backing because a lot of people haven't been filling them. When you're doing cash grabs, I know a lot of people was like, man, I would have loved to have that Engine of Vengeance. I'd have loved to have this and I would have loved to have that, man. You know what? But not everybody for that. Not everybody about to spend those astronomical prices. And when I was talking about McFarlane and, what he can do for Hasbro, far as like for G.I. Joe, he can bring out vehicles. He's good for bringing out vehicles. I want to see if he can do that. Again, a lot of people are talking about the page punches being 3 3/4. He make page punches that's 7 inches. So you got to think about that. What does that mean for G.I. Joe, Transformers, Power Rangers, Dungeons and Dragons, and a lot of those IPs that are not in use right now? What could he do for them? Again, they're getting money for some of this stuff. So they're looking at it like this. How can we breathe life back into this company? Right now, his figures are really hot. Let's jump on board. Let's see what we can do. Let's see what he can do for the company. Again, I know everybody don't like what's about to happen, but I'm saying if the company is on verge of bankruptcy, what do you want them to do? What would you get these toys from there? They're still in cahoots with Disney and, Marvel. So they're the only ones that's going to be doing those two lines there. A lot of people thought that Hasbro bought McFarlane, and that's not true. McFarlane not selling. He know better. And think about it. You got the better property. When I say you got the better property, your shit come out. My thing is, people say quality over quantity, but if you only getting 2 damn figures damn near a year, what is the quality in that? I need somebody to give me stuff that I could actually see and put my hands on. And this is what Hasbro is banking on. They're banking on a brighter future for their company. They're banking on, the next steps being, where we can go from here. What could we do? How we can build the future for our brand. Because their brand is struggling right now. Everything that they've been putting out has been going on clearance. Hell, you got the Trouble Bubble and all of that stuff at a liquidation place already. You got a lot of Marvel Legends at liquidation places. Things haven't been going right and haven't been going the way they wanted. So we've been looking at everything from the wrong aspect. The aspect we should be looking at is, what could McFarlane do for Hasbro? What could we do to make this whole situation better? And we can do so much better if we put everything in there and put it on the table and work from there. We got to pile it all up and see what we going to do. Because right now, shit ain't working. And I'm just being honest. It's not. We've been starting to see more G.I. Joes because the bottom line at that company is not right. And they got the wrong people doing wrong things. You got wrong people in charge of, like action figures and shit like that. Like G.I. Joe. The Marvel Legend team look like they happy. The G.I. Joe team look like, well, we're doing this and yeah. You want people to be excited, jumping, talking shit. You want an influencer in there to tell you some stuff where you could be like, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. Yeah, I want somebody to say what I'm saying. Like, man, you know what? I've been looking for a weapons pack. Why G.I. Joe Classified don't have a weapons pack? Why there's no weapons pack for the Power Rangers? Transformers, why there's no weapon packs? Get us some weapon packs. Get us some things that we could just say, damn, okay. Just keeping it real. Extra swords, extra this. Hell, you're going to pay for it. It is what it is. We're going to pay for damn near everything that we buy. So I'm looking for what comes next with the future. See what they trying to do, man. They trying to actually, what you call that? Outsource some of, some of their not so profitable lines anymore. And I know y'all saying Power Rangers killing it. No, it's not. There's so many Power Rangers on clearance right now. Liquidation places, every damn thing. Ross, Burlington. Burlington got an arm and a leg of fucking Power Rangers. That's the thing. See, then the Transformers, man, they're not moving like they used to. You see a lot of those at Ross now. You see a lot of shit at Ross. This is why they want him to breathe life back into that brand. They want to be where they were before, as number one. You can't be number one and you don't know what number one entails. This is why Yeezy took number one in like gym shoes at one point in time over Jordans. Because everybody was banning them. It wasn't just black people banning them. It was white, Hispanic, and everybody. Asians were buying the Yeezy. Now, all of a sudden, we're looking at some things and we're trying to reimagine what all of this may look like. And a lot of people are not just feeling it. Like I say, you got to let go of the past and embrace the future, man, because right now, it's not looking good. I want to still be able to get G.I. Joe Classified and, Power Rangers, Transformers, and Dungeons and Dragons. I want them done better. I don't want the Dungeons and Dragon figures to be brittle and break easy and have us all feeling some kind of way. Like I said, vehicles for this stuff. And this man know how to create this shit cheap. So let's see what we can get out of this, man. It's all about us winning. Everybody talking about, man, I'm a Hasbro person through and through. I'm a fanboy and all of this stuff. Man, there ain't nothing wrong with being a fanboy. There ain't nothing wrong with liking Hasbro. They done some great work. They have. But what's happening is not enough. And they realize it's not enough. A lot of us been winning lately, yes, because of clearance. And a lot of their shit is hitting clearance. And they're looking at that. And guess what? Other companies looking at that. So, yeah. Like I said, X-Men 97 hit clearance already. They announced the wave 2, but like I said, hell, the first wave I couldn't find nowhere. Shit. I found Bishop online on eBay. I found Magneto by fluke at a GameStop, man. Like I said, it ain't like a lot of people are thinking it is, man. This shit right now is really up in the air. And right now, we need to try to fix all of this. And how we fix it is we let nature take its course. If, Hasbro can't do it, then maybe somebody else can. I was saying the same thing with Thundercats and Silverhawks. I would have loved to see what McFarlane done with these properties. I wanted to see how the figures look. I want to see how he would have went about doing everything. I would have wanted to see what he do with Mask, if he can get Mask. The cars and trucks that are like transformed, they transform into something else, and everybody wearing a mask on their head. This is what I want to see, man. I want to see some of these old lines, like Centurions and stuff like that. If they got that, I would love to see what he can do with that. See, that's the thing that we missing. Some of these people can do a better job than we can with our own shit because they specialize in shit like that. But see, we're used to the old way of doing things and we forget the new way of doing things. But again, I do like Hasbro. I have liked the work that they have done so far with some of the stuff that they've done. But I'm looking for more. And maybe McFarlane could offer us more. And this is why they did what they did, because they see they can't do it by themselves no more. They just don't have the people with them anymore. But to later, fam, thank you so much for watching. Peace out.